Hey guys, so I wanted to do a quick video for you because I seem to have people coming to me and asking me about yoga and meditation all the time. And as much as I love yoga and I think it's just this beautiful practice, meditation is just as, if not more important. And one of the main points of doing yoga is basically to kind of get all your fidgets out of your body so that you can be into a place of stillness. So before meditation, if you have an opportunity to go for a walk, go for a run, do some exercise, do some yoga, just anything to be active, because that'll help you kind of feel less fidgety once you get down into the meditation process. And I really just wanted to do this because lots of people tell me that they don't know how, that they can't keep their mind quiet, and I think it's kind of like overrated. Like we're making meditation too difficult, and it really isn't. Like, just being present, going for a walk and not listening to your podcast or your music or thinking about what you have to do in the evening, just being present and being in the moment, that is meditation. Being with somebody you love and just enjoying them and not thinking about the rest of all of your to-dos or creating stories in your head and just being in the moment, that is meditation. So you don't have to be sitting a certain way and look all zen to be meditating. So a couple of things that I've found for me for meditation that really help is knowing what I need and when I need it. So really just tapping in and listening to my body. When I'm feeling depressed or sluggish, lazy, just stuck feeling, I find that meditations that are have music in them, like Kundalini music is great. If you YouTube that, and guided meditations can be really beautiful, and they just help me take me out of this stuck feeling place into more of a creative place. When I'm feeling like I'm anxious and overwhelmed and my mom brain is working overdrive and I'm just like way in my head, I find that just having meditations that are like just silence, or you'll find me out in my field all the time and just listening to nature, because that is for me just what I need. I need to get out of this and just come back into just myself and just feel grounded and supported. So figuring out what you need, I find is helpful, because then your body just seems to settle into it a little bit easier. So postures, like I said before, you don't have to sit a certain way. Just be comfortable, especially when you're starting off in meditation. Be comfortable. So whether you want to lay down, whether you want to sit on a chair with your feet on the floor, whether you want to sit on your knees like I am right now, I don't know if you can see me, or whether you want to sit cross-legged. If you do sit cross-legged, just grab like a block or a blanket or a pillow or something to put under your bum. And what that does is it'll just lift your hips up a little bit higher than your knees so that you're just a little bit more comfortable. Like I said, you really want to be comfortable, and the more comfortable that you are, that's one less thing that you're going to be, like thinking about while you're in your meditation is trying to get comfortable. So just taking a few seconds to kind of get comfortable, kind of maybe get out your last little fidgets, and then moving into hands. People always ask me, what do I do with my hands? So whatever you want. But what I find for me really helps is when I'm feeling, like I said, in kind of that mind state that I'm just like way up in my head and there's just too much going on, I feel like putting palms down and on my knees just helps me to just feel more grounded and more connected to myself. When I feel like I'm just more connected to the universe and just loving life, I like palms up and on my knees. I also really like putting a hand on my heart and just feeling my breath. When I'm having trouble kind of just like letting go of thoughts, just putting my hand on my heart and just listening to my breath is just really soothing for me. And like, your breath is your life. Like, we take that for granted so much. Every time you breathe is like another second you're alive, which is pretty fucking amazing. But so that one I also really like. And then I found myself doing like this when I was, I don't know, left hand on the bottom, right hand on the top, and just thumbs touching. And I later on found out that that was like a Buddha's mudra called dhyana. So mudras are different, the different hand positions that you'll see a lot of times some people are doing like in their yoga pictures or videos. That is a whole other topic though, so we can cover that at a later date. But just really just close your eyes, get your body comfortable, and then just, what do you need? So don't try to do what anybody else is doing. You don't have to, like I said, you don't have to look super zen. Just be comfortable and listen to your body, because what somebody else needs is not what you need. And it's just like trying to be somebody else. It doesn't work. So the better that you can listen to what you need, the more benefits, and the better that you're going to feel while you're meditating and after you're meditating. Breath. So what I find with your breath is really just focusing on your inhales and exhales in and out through your nose. And I like to focus like right on the area around my nose and just feel the breath coming in and out. Another thing, like I said, hand on the heart, just feeling the air come in. And in your stomach too, like doing the deep breaths. So taking like a full breath so that it comes, down into your belly, and a full breath out. I know a lot of people do different kinds of breathing techniques, whether that be like fire breath, which is really fast breathing, or counting their breaths. For me, a lot of times I find that just puts me into just almost like an anxious state when I have to try to control my breathing. So I really like when I'm meditating just to breathe naturally, and just that just works for me. So don't try to force something. This doesn't have to be an extra thing. Like we're always I feel like trying to like, oh well, now I got to do this, or now I got to do this. You don't have to take it to the next level. You can just be where you are and do what you need. So those are kind of the three, like body, hand, breath. One other thing I just wanted to touch on is your thoughts. So I always hear like, Sarah, I can't focus. I'm always thinking. I can't have my mind silent. And your brain thinks. That is what it does. And that's okay. So I like to think of my thoughts basically as like little clouds, I usually tell people. So a cloud, when you're looking in the sky, a cloud comes. It is what it is. Sometimes it's pretty. Sometimes it's just a cloud. Sometimes it looks weird. And it comes, it goes, and it passes by. You don't try to control the cloud. So your thoughts are like the same thing when you're meditating. The thoughts come. They are what they are. Don't try to do what to do or create a story around it or have control over it. Just be aware of it, acknowledge it, let it pass you by, and then come back to your breath. And another thought will come, be aware of it, and just let it pass you by. So if you're thinking while you're meditating, like that's okay. You're still meditating. Just keep doing it, and the more that you meditate, the easier that it is to come back to your thoughts, and the less thoughts that you seem to be constantly thinking as well. So it gets easier. It's just like any of your first date, first job, first car. When you first started driving, it was this really weird feeling, but now you can use it to take you to like these beautiful places. So meditation is the same thing. It can be weird, it feels weird at first, but it can take you to these beautiful places in yourself, and it can help you deal with the world outside of you just better. So hopefully this helps. If you like the video, feel free to comment below or shoot me a message if there's any questions that you have. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. I hope that you find a meditation that works for you. So have a wonderful day, and talk to you later. So we're going to begin this practice by just gently coming into a seated position, or laying down if that's more comfortable for you. And once you get into just a comfortable position, we're just going to start to just relax our body, everything from our shoulders to our chest, stomach, and then just all the way down from our hips to our toes. And as we relax, we're just going to start just breathing in gently through our nose, feeling the air just fill our body, and gently exhaling again out through our nose. Just continuing with your breath and just taking this time for you. And anytime that you feel yourself going away with your thoughts, just coming back to your breath. And when you feel ready, just gently bringing your hands to your heart. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.